Hello, how are you? This is going to be for the sign of Capricorn. It's for the week from 8 to the 15th of September. And first I'm going to pull the overall energy and then we will take it from there. It can be any area of your life, whatever needs to come through. So let's see what's going on. If you need to reach out for a personal reading, energy clearing, cord cutting, scrying, spells, or any other services that I offer, there is an email in the description box below, so feel free to use it. So let's see what's going on. Okay. Oh, wow, look at this. Now that's interesting. You know, you do have two cards. You know, you usually take one from this deck. It's interesting because Sagittarius just had also two. Well, you know, it looks like there is a lot to be said. Okay, so a lot of messages here, and you literally have a message. You have a very good news or some type of communication here that's going to make you jump from joy. There is something really good here that is going to allow you to, you know, like just feel the joy here. Now, we have the Ace of Swords here and the Three of Cups, but I'm telling you, it's like a good news. It's something here that you either hear, news, information, breakthrough even for some, but it's going to put a smile on your face, whatever this is. Okay, so let's just see what this is all about. Now, if you want to join the membership, there is a join button. You can press it. There are a couple of options there that you can choose from and benefit from, and I do upload those members only videos every day, so it's a lot of extra videos to watch for those of you that like what I do. So let's see what is going on. Some of you were in a rough spot. I'm getting the Seven of Swords here. It could be also, you know, like if you were wrongly accused or something, you know, like that something gets cleared for you as well. Or even, you know, like if something was karmically right, whoever is this Seven of Swords, so stealing, lying, cheating from you or whatever, this gets exposed, but in a good way for you so that you can actually move forward. You know, there is something here that's going to be good. Or you have been dealing with this type of energy and you have been, you know, challenging it. Well, there is a victory here for you. Legal, karmic, you know, whatever. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, look at this, the Nine of Swords. A lot of worry here, so definitely do ground your energy. We are here around this, you know, like actually lunar eclipse. You know, I'm doing this a little bit earlier because I do these readings, but this week it's just, you know, like after that. So a very powerful time, and a lot of things are going to be surfacing out, so nothing is going to really stay hidden, but it can be very challenging. So you can use this you know, like time to work on your energy for the clearings, for the cord cutting, whatever you need. Well, the King of Swords is here. Well, that would be some cord cutting, whatever. Yes, it can be legal for some, but definitely karmic. Now, the King of Swords, I like to see this here for you because it tells me that you will have the knowledge that you need. You will have the information that it's going to allow you to, you know, just make the right decisions, to overcome something, to win over something, you see. There is a sense of justice and fairness here, okay? So something really big is gonna happen. For some of you, if you have been making some plans, whatever the plans are, okay, and you were really worried if they're gonna work, well, they're gonna work better than expected, okay? That's you know, like a message here. Yeah, some of you are gonna take a chance on something new. It's a new path, new person, new job, whatever. With this Knight of Wands, it's adventurous energy here, and you're gonna really enjoy, because that's gonna be exactly the change that you're looking for, you know, because the Knights do bring change. Sagittarius here, by the way. So there is an element here of, you know, just something that is going to fill you with joy, you know, enthusiasm, you know, just even recharge your batteries here, because some of you, there is something that was really draining you. Woohoo, guys, come on, Eight of Swords, I told you. You have been stuck for such a long time, you know. In the classic tarot, that's a person blindfolded, swords around. Well, some of you definitely need a clearing session. That's my card for that. Or a cord cutting here, you know, because something is. But whatever is coming here, it's going to set you free. So, you know, you use this time around this lunar eclipse to work on this, because you will be surprised how good this can actually, you know, work out if you choose to and if you do the work. The new path, Page of Wands, you see, but still there is a sense of, you know, some action is required. You know, people sometimes they say like, but it never happened, it doesn't happen, or, you know, did you do something, you see? Because if we are just, you know, sitting and waiting, well, you know, it doesn't really work that way. If you really want it, this is like a major change here. If you really want something like that, well, you're gonna have to sweat a little bit for it, you know. And sorry, I know that some of you are, you know, but it is what it is, you know. That's the thing here. If you do sweat a little bit, well, here it is, you see. Also, you really need to step out of this, limitations here. Sometimes it's our mind, that it's a mindset that it's telling us that something can't be achieved, or because it never happened, it's never gonna happen, or whatever. Or it takes longer than we start, because we do have our, timeline in head. So if it doesn't happen until that day, we are like, okay, it's never gonna happen. Well, change that. If you change that, you're gonna be amazed how everything is gonna work out for you. But you can't, continue with this negativity here for those of you that are. And please, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading, so it's not going to be for everybody, okay? But if you are finding yourself in a negative mindset, okay, and be very honest with yourself, okay, well, maybe you should do something about this, because you do have a very good potential, okay? It's just up to you if you're going to reach it, because the potential is potential. If we don't do something, it stays potential, okay? So it's up to us to fulfill it. And the King of Pentacles, and then you can do it, you see. If you go for it, I believe this is going to be amazingly, powerful time for you to actually achieve your goals and dreams. But there is a sense of bravery here, and the sense of, really stepping out of the comfort zone, even, making completely different choices, taking a risk on something that normally you wouldn't do. Normally you sit and you plan, but it looks like this planning, sometimes analyzes, paralyzes, could be, a little bit, well, just not bringing the result that you're hoping. Sometimes you just need to jump, okay? I'm not saying here everybody jump, okay? Please, you need to know if this is your reading, okay? I'm just trying to make myself clear here because sometimes there is a confusion about these readings, because the people think that, it should be like a personal reading. It should be something that, tells their story. It's not, okay? For some it is, for some it's not, okay? It's impossible for all the Capricorns in the world to have exactly the same destiny. I mean, that would be ridiculous. Okay, so let's see what's going on. But if you are resonating, you will know. Well, the Lovers is here. Here, mostly we are talking about the choice and decision. Okay, Lovers, of course, it's a soulmate. So for some of you, there could be a person somehow involved in this energy. It can be work-related, family. It can be a lover, of course, but it doesn't have to be. But mostly here, for a lot of you, this is just referring to the choice, because let's not forget, this card originally was about the choice. Okay. Now, some of you, this choice might involve somebody else. Well, I'm not saying, but it looks like we have some decisions to make. And I was just talking about that. So it looks like the Spirit is just confirming that, Anyway, however, there is a good possibility here. Okay, for some of you, now, this is not going to be for everybody, but for some of you to go through some type of reunion, okay? It's not a romantic reconciliation, at least not for all of you, and not for a lot of you. Maybe for a few of you it could be. But it could be something here that, you tried maybe something with somebody a while ago, maybe work-related, or, you just tried to, stay to live with your family or whatever, but then something happened that, it just wasn't possible at that time. Well, now it's possible again. But it's, of course, it's a, specific message. It's not going to be for everybody. Well, you do have the Two of Cups, so we do have the soulmate energy here again. So it looks like for some of you, there could be somebody involved. But again, this could be, again, about the contract, about the deal. It doesn't have to be a person. You have some decisions to make, okay? And if you make the right ones, you can change your life. You can turn everything around. Now, person or not, okay? And whoever the person is, doesn't have to be a romance. There is a possible reunion, but I'm telling you, it's not so much about the romantic reconciliation, maybe for the few of you. But you could be here achieving some agreement here, something that you couldn't in the past with whomever this is. Why? Because the circumstances have changed, somebody has worked on themselves, or there is a financial moment here. After all, we do have two kings here, okay? Which is not about the gender. It can be two queens, whatever, no gender interval, But it can be somebody here, whoever this is for you, okay? Just saying. Well, and you do have the Knight of Cups. So it's a well-intended energy here. There is a lot that can be achieved. You see, you have two Knights, two Kings. So for some of you, there is somebody here. But even if not, There is a possibility here to achieve something that maybe you have been trying even in the past, but you couldn't. Okay, whatever this is, signing this deal, signing this contract, getting this, you know, like property here, you know, whatever this was for you. Okay, so just stay open and keep working on this. You see, some of you really need to step out of this Eight of Swords. Okay, so love you all. Take care. Bye.